Do you have any idea the strength, the commitment, the courage it takes to cut off a limb? Okay, no, I'm not talking about an arm limb. I'm talking about right there. Yeah, the courage, the strength, the commitment that takes to knowingly and consciously make a decision that you want to have a part of your body removed or changed or altered. And I'm not saying just minorly altered. This is like mutilate, like your body's being mutilated, okay? The strength that takes to make that decision, unless you're put in that position or unless you feel that way, there's no way anyone can understand. And I'm not talking about losing a limb from like illness, losing a limb from an accident, anything like that. I'm talking about consciously making a decision to remove a limb or to remove a part of your body. That's something you have to live with literally for the rest of your life. I can't get this back. Like this is gone. Okay? Gone. I would now like to take a moment of silence to all of those who have lost their penises. Okay, so think about this. Think about this, right? If you after I had the surgery done, basically think of it as like if you take like some skin, right? You take some skin and you pull it, like just take your skin and I'm trying to think of like camera view, but like pull it like this, but down there, like pull this, like just pull the skin. Sounds kind of funny. And that's what it literally feels like, or it felt like after I was able to like get up and move around and walk. It just feels like skin being like pulled back and pulled tight. Yeah, most bizarre feeling in the world. I guess only crazy people do that because, you know, why would you remove a limb or remove parts of your body unless you know. But anyway, I think it was really interesting when I sat and actually thought about it, like, because now I'm coming up in almost 2 years of like post-op of having the surgery done. And, you know, every time I think about it, it's like, I can't believe that I went through that. I can't believe that I was in the hospital for a week. I had the catheter in for almost a week so I was in the hospital for a week. Then I came home with the catheter and I used to have like the catheter like hanging up on the side of like the bed and stuff so I could like lay down. And then I'd have to, but I could get up, I could move around, I could walk. Everyone's pain threshold is obviously very different. So for me, I wasn't in that much pain. I didn't really take any that many painkillers. Like the first day or two, I think I was, or first like 3 days, I was definitely on some just because like the pain was like nuts. But it was mostly just Tylenol, ibuprofen, stuff like that. Same thing when I came home. It was just like, you know, high dosage of, I think I was doing like 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen and Tylenol and whatnot. And yeah, I was able to like walk around and do things. And, you know, you just walk around and you just carry your catheter bag. And it was like the most bizarre thing. And when I think back to that, like how crazy that was that I actually went through that and that I did this. Like I remember waiting for so long that I wanted to have it done. And then at the same time, of course, in the back of your mind, like you're scared to death because one, you're removing something that you can't get back. So you better be sure and know what you're getting yourself into before you even make that decision. You know, so yes, watching YouTube, watching videos, talking to different people that had it done, what everyone's experiences was, like all these different things. It still can't prepare you for what happens and what comes, you know. And everybody has different experiences. Like mine, 2 weeks after I had it done, I actually had a hematoma in the upper pubic mound area, and it filled with blood. I ended up having like a crazy fever. I think my fever was like 103, almost 104, and it was on a weekend, so there wasn't really anyone to call. There was like an on-call nurse, but the doctor wasn't in, and it was just this like whole big thing, and it was actually pretty scary because I was really sick from it. So what ended up happening was I had to go back to the hospital. I ended up going to the emergency room on that Sunday, and they got a hold of the doctor. He said to They brought my fever down. They gave me some stuff and fluids and whatnot to help me, to help stabilize me. And then the following morning, I ended up having surgery. What they did was they had to put 2 drains basically in the top of the pubic mound. So like they looked like little antennas like sticking out of me like this. And they basically went inside and they came out. It's called like a neo. I believe it's called neovagina. Came out the bottom, and that kind of created a drain. So you have to like wear pads and everything to make sure, because you have to like catch all like the blood clotting and everything. So that was super uncomfortable. That hurt. That actually hurt like a lot. That actually hurt more than the surgery itself, because the little antenna things were stitched into place. I know this is kind of graphic and kind of gross, and I'm sorry, but the little antenna things, you have to like kind of like fold over, and like it hurt. Like that was definitely uncomfortable, and I had to have that in for a week. So yeah, that wasn't very fun. But again, not everybody has that experience. That was just my experience. That's how my body reacted to it, and it was crazy. It was it's such a wild experience. I'm not saying everyone should try it, because definitely not. It's not for everybody. But if you're definitely transitioning and you're thinking about, if you're obviously, I don't know. So, quick thought. I have a friend that actually. I'm gonna have to do another video on this topic too. But so I was in the hospital for attempted suicide, and I was not in a good place, and it had nothing to do with being transgender. It had something to do with my family and things that was going on in my life, my depression, my anxiety, like all of those things, and whatever. So anyway, so I'll do another video about that. But so I met this guy in the hospital, and long story short, he had the surgery, and I can never remember the name of it. All right, it'll come to me. Phalloplasty, right? I think I said it correctly. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I think that's what it's called, phalloplasty. And mine was called vaginoplasty. So he had that done, and he explained how that all worked, and it's such a wild thing that our bodies understand what to do with it. So yeah, just it's super, super bizarre. Like just hearing like his story and his journey, like how he was female to male, and it's everyone's experience is so different. It varies so different, because everyone's body reacts differently to surgeries, reacts differently to medications, hormones. Some people have like really good experiences with hormones, where they experience like different, their changes are more prominent and like more, you just more pronounced. And also, it also has to do with like your age. Hormones typically have a better effect the younger you are, especially if you're pre-puberty. Then your body has time to make the adjustment and whatnot. So, but yeah, a little off topic for that. But yeah, so like I don't know. I just thought this would be a fun topic, because nobody actually stops and think about, you don't actually stop and think about, like, if you're removing a body part, whether it's a finger, your bottom, like whatever you're doing, like it's wild. It's so wild to think that you can actually do it, and what we can accomplish, and what your body can actually take and tolerate. It's just an amazing thing. I just thought this would be kind of like a fun topic to talk about. I do have a video up about my surgery. I did like a 3-part video. They're probably not very good, because they were like older videos, and a lot of my content kind of sucks because I'm terrible at editing. And yeah, so, but I do have 3 videos. You can watch those, and it talks about like pre, during, and then after. So you can check those out, see if those are helpful. If you do have any questions about post-op surgery, or if you're thinking about doing a surgery and you're really, really frightened and you want somebody just to talk to, let me know. I will help you out and try to figure things out with you. Yeah. I guess that's it, and I will see you guys in the next video.